So we worked on our defense yet again. We went ahead and signed another defensive tackle with BJ Hill. So now we have 4 D tackles. BJ Hill, Chris Jenkins, now TJ Slaton, and finally we also have our last guy, which is McKinley Jackson. 2-year, $15.1 million. So that's like arguably $57.55555 a year. We're paying this guy for 2 years. Okay, who is he? Right? Because I think a lot of people will probably agree with me here. Who the heck is this guy? He's 28 years old. Well, it's going to be 28 when the season kicks off. Okay, 6'4", 330 pounds, big body dude, honestly. Played for the Green Bay Packers for the last 4 years. He was a 5th round pick by the Packers back in 2021. Has accumulated 2 sacks in his career, but has played every single game over the last 4 years. So, okay. I mean, again, at the end of the day, so his actual name is TJ Slaton. I see why they call him TJ. Because I'll be honest with you, never in my life am I ever going to get to saying his whole name correctly. He's only here for 2 years, and there's not enough time in 2 years for me to learn that name completely. I love how the first thing I see is PFF. PFF's like, oh, the Bengals signed him? Oh, yeah, by the way, he has a 45.3 overall grade. I'm keeping optimistic point of views. I'm going to be optimistic. Hey, listen. Working on our defensive line, perfecting our defensive line, that's all I care about. And this adds another piece to our defensive puzzle and makes our defense better. And if that's all we're getting out of this is just improving a depth piece as a rotational guy, if that, I'm okay with that. $7.5 million for 2 years, or $7.5 million each year for 2 years, 15.1 overall wise. I'm keeping optimistic point of view. So I can't say WW signing, but I could say, okay, let's see him get to work. Let's see what he can give us. And you know what? He's young. There's plenty of time for him to learn and develop. He's now going to be under Al Golden, and I have a lot of faith and confidence that Al Golden is going to make him an amazing player. We also got a new defensive line coach, which is really great. So far, everything has been on the up and up. So far today. I got to say, every signing we have done today, I am very, very happy with. But let's just keep that positive flow going. Cincinnati, T. Higgins, and Jamar Chase would be nice to also be in that situation. Adam Schefter did put out a report and say that he can guarantee that we're going to sign Jamar Chase and T. Higgins this offseason, which really doesn't put my mind at ease in any circumstance, because this is a very long offseason, and to say, yeah, we're definitely going to make sure we sign that guy or sign this guy, I'm like, okay, yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. You make me feel so much better knowing that we're going to definitely sign at least. We're going to sign them in the next 4-month period. 4 months of living hell. And then we're going to sign them. Oh, man. You know what? I'm just going to try to be positive. And being positive is the way to go here, boys. So tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. What do you think of so far today? How do you feel? Are you happy with our signings? Are you pissed off? Are you like, why is T. Higgins and Jamar Chase not on my screen right now signed? How are you feeling? Or are you like me and you're trying to keep it all optimistic and hope and pray that this all makes sense in the end? Something like that. I'm just telling you right now, the more defense we we actually pick up and select, the more random this upcoming draft will be. The more players we get, the more random this draft will be. Because at first I'm like all defense. Then we're picking up defensive tackles. We pick up linebackers next, or corners, or safeties. You know, it's going to get a little interesting. Last thing I'll leave you off on is this is very important though, to pick up these, like, you know, kind of cheaper options, right? Add them to your squad, because that's how you really have to build in free agency when you don't have that much money. Is you have to build with these smaller options. You can't go for the big boy options. But I still want to protect Joe Burrow. And so far, I have not seen anything outside of Pirine that is protecting Joe Burrow. Protect my quarterback, and then I'll be really happy.